Okay, docs, feeling stuck. Let's do this. I'm going to give you 3 ways to feel unstuck. Okay, this is for women docs, just feeling a little stuck professionally, just not sure of their next moves, not sure where to go, trying to figure it out themselves, reading journals, talking to friends. It's just not happening. You're just not finding the resources you need to prepare for your next steps. And that's okay. That's all right. There's different seasons of growth. You might be in a season that you just need to gather up some resources, right? You might be in a winter season of growth, and that's okay. But it's a good time to gather up some resources, think about what's important to you. So let's go. All right. So the good thing is you don't have to figure this out yourself, okay? You're feeling stuck, but we don't want to stay in like third grade our whole life. We don't want to stay an intern our whole life, right? We want to keep growing. We want to keep moving forward. We don't want to stay in our first year of residency our whole life. We want to keep moving and growing. So how do we keep moving and growing? For a while, our life was very regimented. We went through training, school, internship, residency, fellowship, very planned for us, right? And then you're just out there. And then you think, well, how do you do this? That's okay. We got you. So there's an interesting article written by first author was Dr. Frisch. It was published in 2024 in the AEM Educational Training Journal. The title is Women's Professional Development Progress for ER Physicians, a scoping review. So what they did is they looked at all these articles that had published on opportunities for women docs to grow throughout their career. And they looked at 149 articles, and only 11 of them talked about 10 programs for women physicians for professional development. The key thing is knowing once you're a doc, you still can professionally develop. You can still learn. You can still grow. You don't have to stay stuck. Okay. You don't have to stay in third grade. You don't have to stay in your internship year for the rest of your life. You can keep growing. That's the good news because growth is uncomfortable. There's a lot of emotions with growth, but it's also exciting on that growth edge, right? So they say like there's that be a little bit uncomfortable, be pushing, be growing, learn some new things. There'll be emotions, no question, right? What did they find? They found 10 programs, and a lot of the programs included mentors, role models, regularly giving career advice, but they found a lot of challenges. Okay. They found they didn't have money for the programs, little support institutionally for the programs, hard to recruit for the programs. People were busy, they didn't see the value of it. They didn't find the institution recognized the programs. There was very little time given to even be in one of these programs. And it was very hard to sustain them with no money, no time, and people not having even the personal time to be in the programs. Okay. And what did they want to do? What did they see in the programs besides mentorship, role models, career advice? They also saw they were trying to promote professional development, that it was okay to keep growing. They were trying to promote leadership skills and to promote academic growth. So they found many challenges, at least 6 challenges. Um, but I myself, like there was a time in my career where I was like, I felt a little odd that I was looking for something more. I was a doc mid-career. I had 4 kids. I had parents going through health issues. And, I had a lot going on, but I still was like, I want to be learning. I want to keep growing. I was looking at innovation opportunities. I was looking at research opportunities, grant writing opportunities. Then I was like, I just really want to build my own party bus. So I put together a group of women docs that are not women docs, so women in professional roles. So some were CEOs. They were in 11 different industries. So I called it my Ocean 11 group. And that really helped to just hang out with them, every month or two. What are their challenges? What are their resources? Because I had been involved in so many women's group in medicine. I thought I need to get out of medicine, see what's going on other places. Because I remember one thing that gave me an idea, like I think other industries have some things figured out, is they had something called school bus time, school bus hours. So I had these few years that I needed 20 minutes. I had to be at work, but one of my kids was young enough, too young to walk to the bus to himself, or like if he missed the bus, to be in the house by himself. And I needed to know if he got on the bus and he didn't have a phone yet. And I suppose I could have given him a phone, but I didn't want him by himself for those 20 minutes. And it was such a funny, like 20 minutes. Do I hire a babysitter? Can I ask a friend to go every single morning to their house? Like, you just have these times in your life you're trying to put this together, this family and work thing. And one of my friends who worked in pharma was like, oh, we have school bus hours. We don't start till 9. We're done at 3 if we want. If you wanted that, that was an option. So for a while I was part-time, so I had school bus hours. So that was like really great. Um, so, you know, I felt like I was unique and that I still wanted to grow, even though I was a doc. I had, I was board certified, all the things, and I was raising kids, but I still wanted to learn. So I didn't want to feel like I was stuck in third grade. I wanted to keep moving forward. And not that I didn't love my work. I love my work, but I also love to keep growing and learning. So I felt like an oddball out, but I did build a business I call Brain Fresh, so I could have my own party bus and help people use neuroscience to smooth their path professionally and to provide some joy and highlight some strategies that have already been figured out because I think everyone's trying to figure it out. Why not use the research? Just like in this article, they found that if they gave people mentors, role models, provided regular career advice, people flourished a little bit easier than if they didn't have those things. And so how do you do it? Number one, three things that so you don't feel stuck. So you don't feel like you're stuck in third grade, right? Number one, find a mentor, be a mentor. Okay. So it's the circle. You know more than somebody, somebody knows more than you. Reach out, schedule a few 10-minute coffees, ask them about their career trajectory, ask them if they would mentor you for a limited time. Will you mentor me for 6 months? Will you mentor me for a year? Can I talk to you for 20 minutes once a quarter? Just just clearly define what you're asking for. Everybody's busy. If you say, I want to talk to you for an hour every week, probably too much. Think about what you actually need and want. If you have no mentorship right now, anything's better than nothing, right? So ask for just maybe a call a quarter. I'm trying to move forward in this area. You're trying to learn more about running trials or writing grants, or there's something in particular you want to learn about, be a better doc in the clinic, you want to learn about education, you want to learn about starting your own business. That's what I coach women docs who want to learn about business or start a business, and I get them going if that's what they want for more freedom and flexibility. So just talk to people who are just a few steps ahead of you, and then also help people a few steps, behind you, so that you can just show them the way and make their path a little bit easier. Okay, so mentorship is number one. Two, those 10-minute coffees. Just reach out. You don't know what's going to come from it. Sometimes nothing. Sometimes you just didn't learn anything that will seem to be helpful for you. But sometimes booking those coffees can give you some insight, like, or help you. It's almost like Candyland, we could slide forward a little bit, just help you smooth your path a little bit so you can understand what might be possible, right? And then number three, something scary is implement one new thing that the mentor said. We can learn and learn and learn, but until we take an action, our courage won't really build there. Okay. So we need to take an action. So implement one new thing, whether it be listening to a podcast and doing what they say, one thing that you're going to try to for your career development. Maybe it's going to be reaching out to one person, or you're going to have a coffee with somebody for 10 minutes and they said, it really helped me if I did X, Y, and Z, and you're going to do the one thing. So taking one action can really just give you a few more positive vibes toward growth. Because sometimes it seems like a big black box and you don't know how to, proceed through it, but you got it. Okay. All right. And like and subscribe so that I'll just keep these tips coming so that we can use neuroscience to further people. Women docs, I have a free membership for you. Just click on the link that's, in this video. And I'd love to see you on the inside. I just like to share tips to make your path a little smoother, a few more smiles, feel focused and supported so you can leave your own impact with your skills. And thank you for your work, especially as somebody who recently needed some medical, I was navigating the whole medical environment. And when somebody was kind and knowledgeable and skillful, oh, makes such a difference. So thank you for your work. Thank you for what you do. Okay, you got this. So like and subscribe, and they'll keep coming. All right, I'll see you in free membership.